rushing offense. The Giants are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Colts team that wants to keep the running game in check.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. This is Marlon Mack, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, Brissett looking deep for Hilton. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and he is leveled. Knocked down hard. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Webb now from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jabal Sheard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down, here's Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
We're set now on second down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he motions the wide receiver. This is Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Play fake, now Webb. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Green 30. Detroit! Detroit!
Coleman now. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go.
Here's Webb. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will lose yardage here. Back at the 20. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
On second down, Webb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Here's Mack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go now. No, Jack, Patriot.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Play action, it's Webb. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? From the gun, Webb. Allen's got it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They'll run it with Coleman. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right around the 31. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's first down, New York. To throw, Webb. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, what a move. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that'll make it third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. But he's got his man, Hilton. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And tough starting field position here. They begin the drive with Coleman. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go. 3
Operating from the gun, Webb. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught left side by Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
Webb. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch 88, watch 88. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Webb. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jonathan Hankins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Webb forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Here we go now.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue.
Now Webb. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, now they'll try the end around. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Wallace, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
3 down. All right, here we go.
Webb now from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll drop to throw, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. Third down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Webb to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been terrific so far. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And some options here for the offense on second and 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Webb. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there at 22. It's a 7th loss of the year, so that means they will not reach their goal that they stated before the season began.